Here, coming to you live from Rocklin, California. Thrilled to be with you here this morning on this beautiful Friday morning. Great job for being here today. We're going to get started in just a little bit. And we're up to principle number 15 of the 20 lesson Napoleon Hill training. We're doing a deep dive into these two books, Think and Grow Rich, Law of Success. And I'm thrilled that you've made the decision to join me here this morning. See if we can get our camera working properly there. We're close and checking over here. There we go. And all right, well, that's pretty good. We got it pretty good there. All right, we got a nice group on Zoom. Let me hit the recording and we'll officially get started here. Good morning. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily motivational call. Great job for being here this morning. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Type into the chat, today is a great day. Today is a great day. It's my intention today on this beautiful Friday to go out there and make it happen, to get after my goals and dreams. I'm going to be prospecting today. I'm going to get in the gym, get some weightlifting going on. I'm going to have a positive mental attitude because as Napoleon Hill teaches us, we get to choose. We get to choose our thoughts. You get to decide how you're going to show up today. You can go through the motions, or you can bring your A game, or anywhere in between. And the person that's going to decide how you show up today is, of course, you. You get to decide. So if you've been in a funk lately, okay, it's called life. Sometimes that happens. We get in a funk and just like choose to snap out of it. Choose to focus. Put your energy on what you want to create. If what you want to create is here, and then over here is fear and worry and doubt, right? I can put my energy on what I don't want. I can put my energy on fear, worry, and doubt, or I can put my energy on what I do want to create over here. And we get to decide. So we are up to lesson number 15 today. And principle 15 is maintenance of sound health. The book's called Think and Grow Rich. Did you know Hill talked about health? I didn't realize that until I really started doing a deep dive into his work. And I was like, he's talking about health. So I'm going to read to you about Hill and health, a topic that I'm personally passionate about. Principle 15, maintenance of sound health. Follow work with play, mental effort with physical, eating with fasting, seriousness with humor, and you will be on the road to sound health and happiness. Don't try to cure a headache. It's better to cure the thing that caused it. Whatever you possess, material, mental, or spiritual, you must use it or lose it. You are a mind with a body. Since your brain controls your body, know that sound physical health is dependent upon a positive mental attitude. Establish sound, well-balanced health habits in work, play, rest, nourishment, and study. And develop and maintain positive thought habits. Remember, what your mind focuses upon, your mind brings into existence. If you are sick, if you think you're sick, you are. Okay, I'm going to read that one again. The last sentence there, but 2 sentences ago. Remember what your mind focuses upon, your mind brings into existence. So I can focus over here, worry, fear, what's not working, stress. I can focus on that, or I can focus over here on what I want to create. Having a positive mental attitude. There's the quote from Henry Ford, probably others have said it too. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you think you can't or you think you can, see, and Hill's teaching us, we get to decide in our mind. Well, when it comes to health, we do life in patterns. So you eat in patterns. You buy the same type of food at the grocery store when you go to the grocery store. You go to the same restaurants. You eat at the same time each day. Whatever you're drinking, water, beer, soda, iced tea, lemonade, or whatever you're drinking, you're doing it in patterns. And so your health today, unless you choose to make a change, your health today is you're going to basically do what you did yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and the day before, and you've had a pattern for many, many years. Here's my question for you. Do you need to make a change in your health? When you think about your health right now, you think about what you're eating, what you're drinking, the exercise you're doing or the exercise you're not doing, the doctor's appointments you're going to or the doctor's appointments you're not going to, the dentist appointments you're going to or the dentist appointments you're not going to. If you need to make a change in your health right now, I want to invite you to type the word yes in the chat. If you're like, you know what, Eric, you're speaking to me, I need to make a change in my health. If that's you, I want you to type the word yes in the chat. One of the things that really it touches me as a human being is when people are misusing drugs and alcohol. When I say misusing, some people use drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism for anxiety. And I want you to think about something. If you're feeling anxious right now, I'm in commission sales, so my income varies. And some months are great months and some months are challenging months. So if I'm having a challenging cash flow month, I'm probably going to be feeling anxiety. So is that an anxiety problem or is it a cash flow problem? Because it's important to know what the problem is. If I'm having a cash flow problem, it's not really, I'm feeling anxiety, but it's not because of anxiety, it's because of cash flow. The last thing that I'm going to want to do is numb that anxiety with drugs or alcohol, because I'm feeling the anxiety because I have a cash flow problem. So how do you solve a cash flow problem? You go out and you prospect. You go drive sales. You go drive revenue. That anxiety, the quote unquote anxiety, that's actually rocket fuel of motivation. So if I'm having a cash flow problem that's causing me to feel anxiety, it's not that I want to feel that anxiety, but the last thing I want to do is numb it. I want to leverage it. I want to use the anxiety to get me out to prospect, to go drive my business, to step up. And some people, they've never thought of it the way I'm talking about it. So they're feeling the anxiety because they have a cash flow problem and they think it's anxiety, and then they go numb it with drugs or alcohol. All right, so let me get off my drugs and alcohol rant and let's talk about your health story. So your health is going to likely become increasingly important to you, because that's when our health breaks down. As we get older, right? Different stuff's going to happen in our health. And I'm sure you've seen changes in your health. I know for my energy level, it's not the same as I was when I was younger. And I can't, stay up super late anymore. I have to get my rest or it thrashes my day. So as we get older, paying attention to our health becomes increasingly important. Well, there's things you could be doing now as you get older that are going to make things go better for you as you get older. For example, have a vision for what you want your body to be able to do in your 70s and 80s. I want you to start thinking about, what do you want your body? I want to be able to do 5,000 walking steps a day. I want to be able to go play ball with my grandkids who don't exist in the world yet, because my kids they don't have any kids yet, right? My kids don't have kids, but I got 4 kids, so I'm probably going to be a grandparent. I want to be able to go play ball with my kids or dance with them or whatever, go swimming with them. So I got to take care of my health in my 50s. So when I'm in my 70s and 80s, so my old health story was I'm too busy making money. I don't have time for my health. So when I was younger, if you caught up with me one day and we got to talking about health and you go, hey, Eric, how you doing with your health? I go, what? How are you doing with your health? What do you mean? I'm fine. Now, but how are your health habits? Are you eating properly? Well, I don't know. I never really thought about it. Okay, well, think about it, Eric. Are you eating properly? No. Okay. How about your exercise habits? I don't have any exercise habits. I'm just too busy making money. So that was my story. I'm too busy for my health. That's a very problematic story. If any of you are living in the story I used to be living in, that's a problematic story that's going to create it's going to wreak havoc on your future. So in my new story, when I shifted out of it, instead of saying I don't have time for my health, now my new story is health is a priority for me. Health is a priority for me. On a side note, I've got a brand new health program. And it's not a supplement program. It's not a shake mix program. Nothing wrong with that. There's no company to join other than working on health as a priority for you. And if you're interested in learning about how I can help you transform your health, then send me an email, eric@ericlofholm.com, and just say, hey, Eric, I want to hear what you have to say. Because I can help you with your health because I made major changes in my health. And my story now is health is a priority for me. So if you're watching this right now and health's not a priority, if I could just get you, if your story is health is not a priority, and we just strike a line through the word not. So instead of health not being a priority, my old story, health is a priority, my new story. That's transformational. Just pull out that word not. That's transformational. Napoleon Hill has a video. I think it's an audio actually, but it's on YouTube, which will be on csidailypodcast.com. So you guys can catch that. It'll be up there in about an hour. csidailypodcast.com. There's a video from Hill on there. And if you want to learn how I can help you with your health, send me an email to eric@ericlofholm.com and I'll send you the information. I think the big opportunity for you today, and I'm really speaking to those of you that know you need to make a change. You know, some of you have great health habits. You eat great, you exercise great, you go to your doctor's appointments, it's a priority for you. You're like, Eric, I got this one down. And if that's you, then you don't really need today's message. Hopefully there's a little inspiration in there for you. But I'm speaking to those of you right now where it hasn't been on your radar. Maybe you're numbing your cash flow problems with drugs or alcohol. Or even if you're not, you might be like, you know what? I'm drinking a little too much. Or I'm eating a little too much fast food. Or I'm eating too much sugar. Or I'm snacking on crap after 10 o'clock at night. When I'm really honest with myself and I'm hungry at 10 o'clock at night, I'm eating sugar, ice cream, things that aren't serving me. They're not. I'm having a hard time sleeping and I'm eating ice cream at 10 o'clock at night. So it's an opportunity to make a change. And I'm going to tell you right now, your future self, go to your 80-year-old self right now and have your 80-year-old self give you a coaching call today about your health. So imagine your 80-year-old self talking to you right now about what's going on with your health if you are somebody that needs to make a change right now. The conversation today is a little more heavy than my normal style. And there may be somebody right now that if I'm reaching you and you do choose to make a change, not to get too heavy, but you're going to save yourself from literally that heart attack that's predictable in your future. It's not going to happen now because you're going to reverse it. You're going to reverse the diabetes. You're going to reverse dying early from obesity. You might live long, but productive years. If you're bedridden the last 5 years of your life, that's not a great life. So let's get you more productive years. It's a different conversation than my typical sales conversation. And he'll invite us to have the conversation because that was a part of his philosophy. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. Monday, let me see what Monday's lesson is. I don't have time to look at it. It'll be more motivational than today. Today was more of kind of a heavy conversation for some of you perhaps on the call, because it's very confronting. It can be very confronting when we're making poor health decisions, and then we have to look in the mirror. Like I'm holding up a mirror for you right now, and I'm basically saying, wake up, out of my love for you, not out of criticism, but out of my love and caring and concern to support you in making better choices. So that's going to wrap our call today, guys. It was awesome to be with you. Have a wonderful, productive, successful Friday. We'll talk to you later.